Our next guest has had his work cut out for him managing the state's coffers. Joining us this morning is Alexi. He is the state treasurer of Illinois, and he joins us this morning, I believe, from Chicago. Alexi, welcome back. Good to talk to you.
Good to talk to you guys. Happy Monday.
Same to you. We've heard so much debate over the past couple of weeks, mostly from governors of various states, about whether or not stimulus is a good thing, whether or not they're going to even accept this money in the case of some Republican governors. Is there any question in your mind that this money needs to go at least to the state of Illinois?
There's no question, and if there's a governor out there that doesn't want the money, they're more than welcome to send it to Illinois, where we've got some enormous financial challenges ahead of us. So, while the stimulus bill was not perfect, with these delicate times, we need to find ways to inject capital into the markets. We've got some huge challenges here in Illinois. We've got 45 counties that have unemployment of over 8%. Revenues are down across the board, and next year, fiscal year 2010, we're looking at a budget deficit of over anywhere from $10 to $11 billion.
How much does the stimulus help you dig out of that hole, that deficit?
Not enough. We've got about $9 billion coming to us. Unfortunately, not all that is going to go to repair our budget. Some of it's for education. Some of it is for Medicaid. We have a Medicaid backlog of about $4 billion. I do believe it's important to invest immediately in infrastructure. We've got roads and bridges. We've got shovel-ready projects here in Illinois that are ready to go. So from that perspective, I'm really excited about the stimulus money that's coming here, an opportunity to create a couple 100,000 jobs for a state that really needs it.
So for governors like Mark Sanford in South Carolina or Jindal in Louisiana who say we don't want this money just based on principle, should they be overruled by their state legislature? Should that money be forced down their throats?
Well, I don't want to get into fights between their legislature and their governors. I can tell you that in times of economic hardship, it's important to find ways to stimulate the economy. No one's excited about having to do this, but difficult times call for difficult measures. And if they don't want that money, we'd be thrilled to take it here in Illinois. I've got companies and businesses that are going under. I've got banks that are concerned about keeping their doors open. We could use that capital and that liquidity today, as a matter of fact.
What's your thought on the AIG rescue?
Listen, I've been listening to you guys and some of the commentators all morning. Again, that's something that no one really wants to do. The question is, what are the consequences if they were to go under? And I think when you look at all the people who are going to be affected by that in devastating ways, the consequences are pretty grave. So, again, no one's excited about giving them more money, especially this sort of endless flow of money to someone who's obviously running that company very poorly. But sometimes the consequences are grave.
Right. Does it need to end, or would you be willing to continue to fund them if you were in the chair?
Well, I wouldn't be thrilled with continuing to fund them. I think there has to be some sort of an exit strategy. There has to be some sort of management has to show some sort of plan on how things are going to get better without the constant aid of the federal government.
It's been widely speculated that you may go for this Senate seat that opens up in 2010. If Roland Burris runs for that seat, what's going to happen?
Well, I'm proud to announce today that I'm forming an exploratory committee to run for the United States Senate. It's something that I'm excited about, and I really believe that the people of Illinois need and deserve a senator who's going to bring some integrity to the seat, someone who's going to stand up and effectively lead, so we can focus on things like the ailing economy, like creating jobs, like unfreezing the credit markets, and on delivering on the change that Barack Obama has promised this nation. And I really think, guys, that we are at a seminal moment in this nation's history, and we need people to step up, people of my generation, of our generation, to step up, get to work, and do what's right.
Now, speaking of generations, you were 30 when you became the first Democrat to hold the state treasurer's office in 2006, in about a dozen years. You're 32 now?
I'm 32, but in a couple weeks, I'll be 33. So I've already got a couple of gray hairs. I noticed them this morning.
I'm sure you get more every day, given the troubles you've got to handle. But how do you answer people who say you may not simply have the experience to justify going to what is heralded as a very important legislative body, the U.S. Senate?
Look, I don't think that anybody can question what we've done in a short period of time in the state treasurer's office. We've brought a new level of energy and enthusiasm and passion to what has been a mundane office. We've taken the state's college savings program from one of the worst in the country to what is now one of the top 5 programs in the country. We have created programs that have helped people create jobs and grow their businesses. We've created programs that will keep people in their homes and get them out of tricky mortgages. We've created incentives so people can make their businesses go green. We started the largest state rebate program for hybrid and fuel-efficient vehicles anywhere in the country. We've introduced concepts like securities lending and tri-party repurchase agreements, things that have never been done in the state treasurer's office before. So we've really modified and professionalized the way that office is run. And I plan, if I plan on running, and I'm fortunate enough to get elected, I plan on bringing that same level of energy and enthusiasm and passion and vigor to the United States Senate.
Yeah, you're ready for a fight, right? It could get
no one's ready. No one wants a fight. I think it's important for the people of Illinois to decide who they want serving them in the United States Senate. And again, guys, we are as a nation at a crossroads, and I think it's important to make sure we get people in office who are intelligent, who are capable, who have dealt with a lot of these financial issues, and who are going to bring a perspective that we need.
Alexi, we'll be watching that closely. Appreciate you coming on the show to talk about it.
You guys are terrific. I hope you have a great week.
You too. Well, Alexi Giannoulias joining us from Chicago.
Thanks, Carl. Next we have